This episode is brought to you by SmartVestor. Connect with an investing pro near you at RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor. All right, let's go to James in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. What's going on, James?
Oh, not much. How are you doing?
Better than we deserve, my friend. How can we help?
I'm calling on behalf of my parents. My parents recently asked me to attend their financial advisor meeting with them, and I'm not sure. I've been listening to Dave Ramsey for a while, and it doesn't seem like it's what Dave would recommend or what you guys would recommend. So they're roughly right at like $500,000 or $475,000, and a third of that is in a annuity fund that will, once they start retire, they'll start paying out X number of dollars, like 10 grand or something a year.
Yeah.
What
kind of annuity is it? Do you know?
It's with, I don't know if I can say the name.
But I mean, is it like a fixed annuity, variable, index? There's all kinds of types.
Yeah, I have no idea. I assume it's growing value of some sort. Like the cash value is much, like 156 of it is cash value if they pulled it out, and there's like 220 some actual value in it.
Okay.
I don't know if
in general, exactly sure. we are not a fan of annuities. They may have a time and place. I can tell you Dave Ramsey has 0 annuities, and they make sense for very few people. And one of the biggest issues I have with them is they're expensive. They make the advisors a whole lot of money. Mm-hmm. And so that's my only fear. I'm not saying they're a bad person. They may have a reason to do this, but I have my red flags go up. My spidey senses start tingling when I hear that someone's getting pushed into annuities. Did your parents want this for a reason? Like, are they scared of market risks? Because that's usually who this is for.
I don't know that they're necessarily scared of market risk. It's more they want to be able to sustain through their retirement.
Okay.
My mom's 62. She's not planning on retiring today. Like, she's going to work a few more years and retire, but they want to move the whole thing into this, and it just doesn't seem, it's like you have enough money in my eyes to sustain off interest because they live a super within their means lifestyle.
Yeah. Are they in baby step 7 with a paid for house, no debt?
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
James, how's your financial situation?
My wife and I are in baby step 2 where we basically have a truck to pay off yet, and that's it.
So I love that you're going with them on this and that they invited you to go to this meeting. The hard part about this is you're not where they're at yet, and to offer advice in that area could be tough unless they're asking you, James, what do you think we should do? Are they?
Yes, they definitely asked me for advice. They asked me to come along because I've been ranting and raving to them about you guys for the past 2 years and how I'm excited to get debt free, or my wife and I are excited to be debt free, and they're like, well, they really weren't involved in their investing. I feel like they received some money from my grandma when she passed, and they just kind of took the financial advisor's word for it and said, just here's the money type
So if
thing.
you suggested and said, hey, I came with you guys, here's what I heard, I'd love for you guys to get set up with a SmartVestor from Ramsey
to get a second opinion.
This is the people I've been getting advice from that I've been telling you about. Do you think that they would do that?
Yeah, and I already recommended that to them. I said I want to sit down with someone else. Like, I don't.
And what'd they say?
Not that I don't trust your advisor, but I want to get someone else's opinion type thing.
What'd they say to that?
And my mom's all for it. So my dad's not in the best health, so he's not fully involved with leaving to go meet with people, stuff like that. So
yeah.
So if she's open to it, you set her up with the SmartVestor. Maybe you sit in on that conversation too if your dad's not able to sit in. And I think that's where you take it from there. The great news is that they're open, which I think is wonderful. Maybe a little too open with the other advisor, but
yeah. I think they need to. We always say don't invest in anything you don't understand. And so until they fully understand it, and I would not just trust the advisor's explanation because they're clearly going to do a good job selling them on it. But I'll tell you this, fixed annuities, if that's what they're in, barely keep up with inflation. If it's variable annuities, it's one of the most expensive and complicated financial products out there. And then indexed annuities is another form, and it's similar to index universal life insurance where it's tied to an index, and so the returns are tied to that, and there's caps on gains and protection against losses and all of that. But the key here is with that one is subpar returns and super high fees. And that's always my concern when you're trying to mix this insurance product with investment. So not to say there isn't a time or place for it. If they really want the guaranteed returns or the estate planning benefits and they're in baby step 7 and they have amassed a serious amount of wealth, maybe it's an option if they're super spooked by the market. I don't think that's the case here. And so your spidey senses are right. I would get a second opinion and try to advise them against this. Do you know what they're invested in right now in this portfolio?
I do not. No, I literally sat down with their advisor like 2 weeks ago. This is the first time they actually left me into their finances or brought me into the loop and asked for my opinion on things.
Well, that means they also had a little bit of a red flag.
That's right.
And so if you want to see them retire with dignity, I would stay away from this annuity based on what you've told me. And you can jump on RamseySolutions.com and get connected with a SmartVestor Pro that can give you that second opinion. But you're a good son, man.
Or at the very least, just leaving it as, leaving it as
broken,
it is.
Don't fix it.
Yeah, if it's not already in the annuity.
Good mutual funds and all that and good, equities, then I wouldn't mess with it.